Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of my pregnancy Q&A. Definitely make sure to watch part 1. I answered a lot of interesting questions in part 1 as well. Before we get into it, I actually wanted to say a quick thank you to Native for sponsoring today's video. I have 3 of their deodorants and I actually used their deodorant throughout my pregnancy. I really wanted to just be more conscious of the ingredients I was putting on my body. So when they reached out to work with me, I was super excited. They sent me 3 of their scents with their brand new packaging. I have cucumber and mint, coconut and vanilla, and lilac and white tea. They all smell so good. Right now I've been using the cucumber and mint. It's the same formula as the regular deodorant, but now it has much more sustainable packaging. The packaging is earth friendly and plastic free. The design is so cool, you guys. You actually just slide off the cover and push at the bottom of the deodorant to dispense the bar. There's no like twisting or anything like that. They're made with 90% post-consumer recycled paper, and they're proud partners of the 1% for the planet, committing 1% of their plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. Native is also committed to sourcing paper for the packaging from responsibly managed forests. I love the ingredients in their deodorants, which is why I decided to use it throughout my pregnancy. It's aluminum-free, it's paraben-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. They have familiar ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil. It's not sticky, it dries super fast. The horses are waiting for food. They have sensitive scents as well, and they offer 24-hour protection. I honestly could not pick my favorite. They all smell so good. I think it might be a tie between these two. This is the coconut and vanilla, and this is the cucumber and mint, but they honestly all smell so good. So usually 3 of these plastic-free deodorants would be $39, but if you guys click the link in my description box and use my code Valentina, you'll get them for $26 instead. You can also get 20% off any body wash or toothpaste, so if you guys are interested in trying them out, definitely check out the link in my description box. Again, thank you so much to Native for sponsoring today's video. The sun is just like not working with me today. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you're excited. If you haven't watched part 1 of my pregnancy Q&A, definitely check it out. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, let's move on to part 2. I open up a lot in part 2. What were names you didn't pick? So there were a few names I had in mind. I had a list. I actually want to do like baby names I loved but didn't end up choosing. It's like a genre of videos that people do. So I'm thinking about posting that on my other YouTube channel because I have a lot of names, you guys. I had a whole list on my phone. So let me know if you guys want to see that. I'll post that on my other channel. Okay, the next question is, how was the pain? I kind of answered this with the birth experience question, but oh my gosh, it was intense. When the contractions started, it actually wasn't that bad. I slept through them. They would wake me up a little bit, but I just kind of like wait for them to pass, and then I'd kind of keep sleeping. So in the beginning, it wasn't that bad. It just felt like period cramps. But girl, guy, whoever's watching this, once you get closer to actually pushing, it gets super intense, super painful. For a moment there, I was freaking out because I thought I couldn't do it. Again, I did not have an epidural. I'm not sure how it feels with an epidural, but whoo, it was painful. It was definitely painful. What is something you wish you knew about earlier? Oh my god, you guys, I have not stopped ranting about this because I feel like it wasn't talked about, or maybe I didn't look for it, but I feel like no one tells you how hard breastfeeding is. Breastfeeding was so hard. I always thought, like, why would it be hard? Like, it's natural, right? Like, hello, why is that hard? Just like put your baby on and they eat, right? But no, you have to worry about making sure your baby's latched correctly. It hurts so much for the first 2 weeks, you guys. I was like sobbing. Like, I would feed my daughter and just like be crying the whole time. And yeah, no one tells you how hard that is. I just always pictured like you just put your baby on and that's it. But there's so much more to it. There's so many things your body goes through, and yeah, I was not expecting that much pain. No one ever told me that. Like, I never even thought that that was a thing, but definitely super painful. I'm not sure if it is for everybody. Maybe it's not. But yeah, breastfeeding was super hard. I wasn't sure if my baby was getting enough. It was just a lot. Again, I'll give you guys more details on my other YouTube channel. I'll definitely talk more about it, but that was something I wish I knew about earlier so I could be more prepared. The next question is, was the baby planned or a happy accident? So it definitely was not planned. Our relationship was fairly new, so I was definitely not expecting to get pregnant so soon. So no, she wasn't planned. And I guess that was a big part of why I was so emotional as well. Just being scared and being nervous and, you know, not knowing where our relationship would go. You know, we just started dating. I say just started, but it had been a few months. But again, it was a long distance relationship, so you know, it felt like it hadn't been that long. I've known him for a long time. We went to high school together, but it was a fairly new relationship still. still. So it was definitely not planned, but you guys, I cannot picture it happening any other way. I'm obsessed with her. I love her. Like, she was meant to be. I think just God knew I needed her in my life. So I'm so grateful to have her. I'm obsessed, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her. What was your initial reaction when you found out you were pregnant? Oh my gosh, you guys. So my initial reaction was definitely shocked and scared and nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of freaking out a little bit, and I just felt like I wasn't ready, or I didn't know how to be a mom yet. It was definitely shocking. But I can't picture my life any other way now. I love my daughter so much, and I'm so grateful to have her. What was the hardest part? So I guess the hardest part about pregnancy for me, I guess the emotional part at first, just because it wasn't a planned pregnancy, and plus with all the hormones and stuff, I did go through a lot in the beginning, just emotionally. I was living alone on a farm in the middle of nowhere and just going through a lot of emotions, wondering if I was ready to have a baby. And I have struggled a lot with depression and anxiety throughout my life. It actually started when I was like a junior in high school. I didn't know what it was. I think after watching a lot of YouTube videos and hearing other people describe what anxiety felt like or what depression felt like, I guess that's when I was like, oh my god, I think that's what I have. Well, once I got pregnant, all of that intensified, and the entire first trimester I was like crying every day. And I think a big part of it is the hormones. Everything mixed together was really tough on me. So yeah, my first trimester was tough. I think I'd say that was the hardest part about my pregnancy, was just the emotional aspect of it and the hormones. And besides that, physically, the hardest part, I think I would say, was indigestion. Is that what it is? Indigestion or heartburn? I don't know, but every time I would eat, I would just burp and burp and burp. I would feel like my food was not fully digested, like it was just stuck here in my throat. So physically, I think that was the worst part. Surprisingly, I did not vomit at all throughout my pregnancy, which is crazy. I did have a lot of nausea, and I don't know why it's called morning sickness, because it wasn't just in the morning, it was like all the time. But luckily, I did not vomit. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Is there a reason why you waited to announce your pregnancy? I guess, I don't know, there's kind of a reason and there's not really. Brandy, it's just feeding time. There's kind of a reason and there's not really a reason. I guess it's a little bit of both. In the beginning of my pregnancy, it was pretty rough, just emotionally and also a little bit physically. Also, as you guys know, I hadn't even announced my breakup, my previous breakup, which happened a long time ago, but again, I never announced it. So I felt like, oh my god, I have to talk about that first before I talk about the pregnancy, because this is gonna be super awkward. You know, what are people gonna think? So that did stop me for a while. And also, again, I went through a hard time in the beginning of my pregnancy. I really wasn't doing much, so it was a little bit of both. Not only that, but I did film other things that I felt needed to go up before my pregnancy, which I still have those things, which is me moving to this new farm and stuff like that. But I had my baby a while ago now, so I think that all those videos are just gonna have to wait till after, because I want you guys to see all the baby videos now. So all the moving videos and all that stuff that I felt I needed to post before the pregnancy stuff is gonna have to go up after the pregnancy videos, because I want you guys to meet her. I want you guys to just be caught up. But yeah, I did film a little bit, but I never really got to editing or posting because of, again, I had to do the breakup announcement and on my first trimester, and even a little bit towards my second trimester was a little bit difficult, which I'll get into. What did you think when you found out that you were pregnant? Did you film it? I did not film it because I was not expecting it. I was completely shocked and super scared and nervous. I was in a fairly new relationship. He lived a few hours away. I wasn't expecting it. And I'm gonna try and be honest with you guys. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. I know that there are so many people that have the similar experiences as mine. I was definitely scared and nervous. But you guys, I cannot explain like how grateful I am to have her. And I just can't picture it any other way. I look back at how I felt during that time, and I'm just so grateful to have her. And I just want to remind you guys, no matter what you're going through, whatever hard moment you're going through, it does not last forever. I suck at talking about stuff like this, and I don't want to get too deep, but if you're going through a hard time, trust me, it gets better, and you're gonna look back and realize that everything happened for a reason. I promise, if you're in a dark place, it won't be forever. The next question is, did you have morning sickness or get real emotional? I did have morning sickness. Again, morning sickness is not just in the morning. I don't know why it's called morning sickness. Luckily, I never vomited. But yes, I was super, super nauseous. And mostly throughout the first trimester. And then I guess the other symptom was just indigestion, you guys. I hated that. Oh, I hated that feeling. And emotional, yes, I was super emotional, as you guys know. Definitely had crazy hormones. I remember I would get mad at my boyfriend all the time for nothing. I just hated him. I was so annoyed by him throughout throughout that first trimester. I remember everything he did, everything he said. It was just annoying to me. I hated it. I was like so mean to him. I was so mean to him in the beginning. But I actually Googled it, and that's super common. I did not know that, but during pregnancy, I guess one of the symptoms or like one of the hormonal things is you start to get easily irritated by your spouse. Like it's something that happens. I did not know that, but I was just like, what is going on? Like everything he does is pissing me off. Like just him, everything about him is pissing me off. But it turned out to be just a pregnancy symptom. I laugh about it now, but poor guy. I was so mean to him. Was your pregnancy hard? I think overall I had a pretty good pregnancy. Surprisingly, again, I've said this 50 times, but I didn't vomit, and I'm just surprised by that because I know that, you know, you puke a lot when you're nauseous. But overall, I think my pregnancy was pretty good. You know, I felt pretty good. The only hard part was just the first trimester, just nauseous, indigestion, and just emotional. I was an emotional wreck. It was hard, and I did go through a lot. I moved in the middle of my pregnancy to a completely new farm. My boyfriend moved in with me for the first time. That was an adjustment for both of us, just living together for the first time. I wouldn't say it was physically hard, but it was just emotionally hard, just because there were so many big changes happening all at once. He moved from like a whole different city, from Miami to Central Florida, farm life area, so he's definitely had to kind of adjust. And we were in a long distance relationship for the first few months, so we were only seeing each other like twice a month. So to go from that to suddenly living together, that was an adjustment as well. So a lot of big changes like that happened at once, which was kind of like the hard part. But as far as physically, it wasn't really too hard. I felt pretty good. I felt like I could kind of do the same stuff. You know, it wasn't too hard to get around or anything like that. But just emotionally, there were a lot of big changes. Was it ever difficult on your mental health? Yes. So I've touched on that a couple times throughout the video, but yes, I did struggle a lot with my mental health throughout that time, which is why, you know, I didn't post a lot throughout that time. I already struggled with anxiety and depression, and then just being pregnant and an unplanned pregnancy was definitely really hard for me. But I got through it. I'm so happy now. You know, at that time I was also thinking like, dang, if I feel like this now, I heard so much about postpartum depression, and you know, it's a real thing, and I was just so worried. I was like, wow, if I feel like this now, what about after? Like, what if I get postpartum depression? You know, a lot of people struggle with that, but luckily, you know, I've been doing really well. In the beginning, it was definitely hard on my mental health, but everything is better now. I'm so happy with my daughter, and luckily I haven't had any experience with postpartum yet. If you are struggling with that, it's a real thing. Please get help. I know it can be super, super hard. The next question is, are you going to post the baby? Yes, I'm definitely going to post her. I just want to post kind of like a story, you guys, and if you haven't watched my last video, definitely check it out. I do a little bit of an update about what's been going on with the baby videos, the pregnancy videos, and my hard drive crashed, but it's currently being recovered, so I hope to have that back soon. And once that's back, I'm gonna post so that I can finally show her to you guys. I'm gonna do one video of my whole pregnancy because I have clips that I took throughout the entire pregnancy. Then I have the prank that I haven't decided if I'm gonna post or not, then the birth vlog, and then finally showing you guys and introducing her to you. That's kind of like my plan, but if the hard drive takes too long to come back, I'm thinking I might just show her to you guys. Let me know what you want. What would you prefer? Leave it in the comments below. The next question is, when can we meet your new boyfriend? You guys, I don't know. I've always kept my personal life and kind of relationship life private, but because I did document the birth of our daughter and I filmed all of that, he's obviously gonna be in a lot of that footage. He was there with me in the hospital. I did film a prank that I haven't decided if I'm gonna post or not. I did my water broke prank on him. So I did film that. I haven't decided if I'm gonna post it or not. And also he's in the birth vlog as well, just because he was there obviously for the birth of our daughter. So I'm sure you guys will see him. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna incorporate him into my channel, but you're definitely gonna see him in that birth vlog video. The prank, I'm still not sure if I should post it or not, but yeah, I do want to try and keep my relationship and my social media stuff separate. But yeah, you'll probably see him here and there. The next question is, will she be with horses? I think they mean riding or just being involved with the horses. And definitely, I definitely want her to be involved with the horses. I want her to be my little helper and come out here and help me feed. I'm not sure about riding yet. I don't know at what age I'm gonna be comfortable with her riding. If you guys have had babies, let me know at what age you put them on a horse, or if you had a little brother or a little sister, let me know what your parents did. Cause I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I think I'm gonna do like double riding. When I was younger and I worked at a horseback riding place in Miami, that's how we would ride. We would ride bareback, and we would put little kids in front of us, and then we'd give them rides like that. So I think I'll definitely do that with her. But as far as like putting her on a horse by herself, I'm kind of scared. Of course, I trust my horses. I would never put her in danger. I know what horses I can put her on and what horses I can't. And I think Crystal would be pretty good with her. I think I'm just gonna go with the flow, see how I feel. But let me know at what age your babies rode, or if you have little brothers or little sisters, let me know at what age they got on a horse. But as far as helping me out with them, grooming, all that stuff, I definitely want her to be involved. The next question is, when did you come up with the name? So again, I thought of the name super early on, but I wasn't 100% fixed on it just because a lot of people in my family did not like it or they were just confused by it because it's a gender neutral name. You guys can guess down below, but I will be doing a name reveal soon. All right, the next question is, will you buy her a pony? And I was actually talking about that today, wondering if that's something I will do. Obviously not yet. I want to wait until she can talk and walk and actually, you know, wants one or can ask for one. But I don't know, you guys. I have 3 horses and I just can't picture adding any more animals to the family just because, again, I have a new baby. I don't want to add too much on my plate. I want to be able to have enough time to spend time with the horses and spend time with my daughter. And yeah, I have a lot of horses and I'm the kind of person that when I have a pet, I hope to have them forever until they pass away. So with 3, I'm not sure I can add another one. But again, I would love to buy her a little pony and just have her have her own little horse, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but I'm definitely thinking about it. The next question is, do you have a nursery? If so, what does it look like? So I actually don't have a nursery. I did like a bedside bassinet. So she's sleeping with us in the room. I have her little bed next to mine and I don't know about the nursery yet. I definitely want her to have her own space just because during the day she just takes naps. Trying to organize the bedroom or cleaning up and she's right there, you know, trying not to wake her up is kind of hard. So eventually she will have her nursery, but I don't know how I feel about having her in a completely different room. It makes me nervous. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I've loved having her right next to me where I can like look at her and see her, make sure she's good. So right now she does have her area in our room. I'm definitely gonna do a little, what's it called, a bedroom nursery? There's like a theme of that people do about what their setup is like in their bedroom with their babies. So I'm thinking about filming that. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. It will be going up on my other channel. But yeah, she doesn't have her own nursery yet. Does your baby sleep at night or is he up all night? I don't know if this is a pregnancy question. Well, right now she's going through a hard time. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if this is the sleep regression that people talk about, but lately she's been waking up in the middle of the night, just crying. Takes me forever to lay her back down. But in the beginning, she would just wake up like once or twice in the middle of the night. I would feed her and she'd go right back to bed. But yeah, recently she's going through something and she's been waking up a lot and it's just hard to put her back down. But I'm sure it's gonna go back to normal. Alright you guys, so I think that is it. If you guys want some more details about my birth experience, I'm definitely going to do a whole video on that because there's a lot that happened. So make sure you're subscribed to my other YouTube channel, Cindy Valentina. I'm going to do a lot more pregnancy videos up there. But here on my question YouTube channel, I wanted to do at least a Q&A. I hope I answered most of your questions. If you have more, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them in another video. Crystal's eating. Dang girl. Stay tuned, you guys will be meeting my baby soon, I promise. Alright you guys, so that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm kind of nervous to post it because I did, you know, go into detail and open up a lot, but I think it's important to just be honest and share my true experience with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Again, thank you to Native for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in trying them out and getting 3 deodorants for $26, click the link in my description box and use the code Valentina. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Stay tuned for more baby videos and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.